Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. And welcome to my stream. Izzy here, as always. And boy, do I have some fun stuff for you guys today. As you may very well know, Steam Next Fest has started. Meaning there's lots and lots of good demos out there of a whole bunch of different games. And mostly of them indie games, so the games that I love to play and showcase on my streams. So I could not miss out on this opportunity to share some demos with everyone that comes by. I have a couple of them planned out for today. Depending on the time, it will be 2, 3, or 4 games that I'll be showcasing. I'm not sure how long some of these demos are. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by playing them myself. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I'm actually kind of alright at the moment. Still a bit nervous, seeing I've got an important meeting tomorrow. But I'm sure I'll be fine, right? But yeah, that's worries for tomorrow. This evening we're just gonna have some fun with some Steam Next Fest demos. And first up is a little game called SCHiM by some Dutch developers. I'm really stoked about this because being a Dutchie myself, I always love seeing new things coming from my home country. And SCHiM is definitely something very interesting. I've been following their development for about 2 years now. So knowing it's almost 2 years coming out next month has me super stoked, and being able to play the demo live for you guys is definitely a plus point. So with that being said, let's first switch over to the next screen. Hi guys, that's me right there in the corner. I hope I placed it in the right corner. So yes, SCHiM. It's a game where you play as a little shadow, jumping from shadows to shadow, trying to find your way back to the shadow you belong to. It's a very intriguing idea because I remember myself as a kid playing this game or walking down the streets and only being able to set my foot inside shadows, not allowed to touch any of the lights. So this game very much brings back some memories. I also know this is partially what the devs had in mind when they made the game. So I'm really curious to see how they brought that to life. I've been able to play a short playtest, which definitely got me wanting more. So this demo better be longer than the playtest was. With that being said, I'm going to be playing with controller. I've tried this one with the playtest with mouse and keyboard, and even though it's possible, controller just felt quite a bit better for me. So that's what I'm going to be sticking with for the demo as well. So yeah, let's just start with level 1. I must say though, I have been given a key for SCHiM for the demo and for the full game once it releases, meaning that my demo version has 2 extra levels, so you get a bit of an extra taste of the game that you might otherwise not get yourself. So if you do decide on playing the demo yourself, do know that, yeah, you will find that you are 2 levels short, you could say. But don't worry, once the game is full out, I'll definitely be streaming the full game as well, so everybody can see that too. So as you can see, we are tied to the little kid over there. Which I love how that it made that the first level, because, as I said, as a kid, I would play these games where I jumped from shadow to shadow. So seeing that translated here is pretty fun. Oh, is this gonna propel me? It is! Okay, that's really cool. We didn't have that in the playtest. So, right trigger is to view the objective where I need to go. I need to go play with the other SCHiMs, it seems. Oh, right now we are. Oh. I'm guessing we're gonna be meeting up with those people. Oh! We are in Mom's shadow now. So with right button, left button, we can turn our camera around. X is an interact button, A is jumping, and with right trigger we can see where we need to be going. And it seems it wants me to go over here. Interact. Oh! Ah! That? There we go. I think that just ruined dinner. Just the feeling I got. And we're going away again. So for now we're still attached to our human. And our human is actually following us. Okay, that's pretty cool. And the interact button works with other things as well. Okay, I like. Hey, kid! Hey, come here. Why do you want us to go all the way over there? I'm guessing that's the kid's mom and we're going home. I love how all the levels here are also like two-toned or maybe three, but like very limited in color. And it really also does make the shadows pop out quite a bit better. Oh. Hiya. There's a little, there's a second one. I'm not alone anymore. Oh. Yeah, we found a ball. Oh, so the SCHiM we just found, our little buddy, belonged to the ball. So it does feel like it's not just only jumping, we'll also at times be finding other items so we can... Okay. I think we found a bouncy bat. And nobody finds it weird in this world that there's this shadow just jumping around from person to person, from thing to thing. Let alone when it's jumping like this. Whee! I love how some of the objects in here are also interactable. Like, I can make the hedges move. Nobody gives a damn, apparently. You can scare the living daylight out of people sitting on benches by making their benches move. Yep. Yep. There's our... No! Oh. We need to get back inside our shadows so this kid actually has a shadow again. There we go. Of course we have bikes, because, I mean, it's Netherlands. We love our bikes. Yeah, we can scare off all the birds. Oh. I have a feeling we're slowly growing up, aren't we? Need to wait for the red light. Okay, we can actually make it go green for him. That's pretty cool. We found a school bag. And there we go. We gave another SCHiM its shadow back. That kid is very happy she's got her school bag back. Yep, we are. Oh, I love the transitions, the way the guys did this. Every time I move past a tree, I grow up. And the color shift. I go back. Oh, I can't go back. Okay. Also very Dutch. Trains. Next tree. Oh. Riding bikes. Like I said, of course there has to be bikes, because, come on, we're Dutchies. We like our bikes. And to university or something? And instead of a boy who's a friend, we now have a girlfriend. Aw, little ducklings. Oh no. I guess girlfriend broke up, so we weren't too happy. Now we're graduating. Finding jobs. Are we gonna be a firefighter? Nope, but our friend is. Friend that we used to play firefighter with. Nope, we're not turning firefighter. He is though. Riding our bike again. So what's our job? So I have a feeling this is just a setup for the story, first level. I just know what our job is and everything. Who we are, what we do. Just working at a desk. Oh, phone call. Uh-oh. Am I getting fired? I only just started. Aw, we're getting fired. From our first job. That's just so rude. Oh, and our bike got stolen? Really? Well, okay, that's quite typical Dutch as well. Let's just face it. Yeah, it sucks, dude. That's not how you want your day to start. I can tell you that. And we're missing our bus. Really, can this day get any worse? We get fired, our bike gets stolen, we miss our bus? Oh, and I guess it can get worse. Oh no! Our attachment to our human just completely failed and broke. I need to get back to him. Oh. No, don't walk away. Well, I guess this is where the game actually starts, because we'll need to find our way back home to our own shadow. We do need to keep in mind that when we jump, we can only jump a certain distance, and we can only jump twice in a row, so if we don't land in the shadow right away, the game will put us back at the checkpoint. So we need to get to the bikes. Sorry. Oh. So if ever we need to know where we need to go, we can press a button for that. Hi! The eyes grow and then they're like looking at us like, seriously? It's tiny little details like that that really, really gets me to like a game. Because it shows that the developer has really thought about not just the overall story and the overall gameplay of the game, but also like, okay, how can we make it just a tiny bit more fun or less serious, I guess, in some ways as well, because let's face it, some of these things are just silly as hell. I mean, the fact we can just ring the bells on the items we land in, or play with the balls in the rack, that kind of stuff. We can mess with the mail, just, you know, as if the mail isn't already effed up enough in the Netherlands, especially when it's about finding certain addresses and stuff. We can just make it that slightly bit more complicated for the mail to actually get to where it belongs. Up. I was expecting the jumping to be slightly trickier, but it may be because it's just the start of the game. Or I've just gotten better, because I usually suck at jumping in whichever game I play. It takes me a couple of tries even for some easier jumps that are just on the level of maybe starting to get tricky, but not quite yet. It's something that is just inherent in me. Shake, shake the tree. Let's see, where do we need to go? Just straight on till morning? Almost. We need to go to the baby carriage. can actually make the baby cry. And we have a new color palette. So we're inside the shadow of this lady with her umbrella. This is also very typical Dutch weather. Ah. Ah. You do at times need to really time your jumps, right? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Up. Can I jump in the kid's shadow? And then over here. Nice. Oh, we need to get to a kitty cat. Wait, where's the kitty cat? Over there. So over to this person, then the lantern. And then hitch a ride over with this person. There we go. Now we're hitching a ride with a kitty cat. Are we still with the kitty cat and can I make it meow? Oh. Still raining though. There, you want some parking tickets? There you go, lady. How many you need? Ow. Okay, so that light is flickering, so I'm assuming once it goes off, I'm fucked. Yeah. I would have been, yeah. Okay, next up. Okay. Ow. That catapults us the wrong way. Ah. Can't interact with this one. Aww. Around the corner, so... trash cans. The shadows really don't like it when you mess with their stuff. But it's a jump I could make. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Hello, person. Oh, you were Michael. And then we go on to the next area. Oh, purple level. Yay! I like purple. Purple always has been my favorite color. Or one of my favorites. Let's put it that way. Here, some more parking tickets for who wants them. This pillar has two shadows. It's a bit odd. Okay. How am I supposed to do this though? Oh, okay, I need to go across, I'm guessing, to that person over there. What's her umbrella? Okay, so now it's already becoming slightly trickier to see where I'm supposed to be going. A little less straightforward than it seems. Yeah, it does want me to go over there. I can't make that jump. Oh, wait. Messing with that turns on its light. But then, now what? Or do you want me to mess with this thing? Ah, there we go. Messing with that turns on the light on the other side of the street. Ah, no. Okay, just going back the way I came seems easier, potentially. Yoink. Ooh. And now we can move over here. That's that bike. And over there, then over there, then over to the trash can. Over to this pillar. Hi. Box into. Oh, there's a whole bunch of SCHiMs over here. Oh, that was it. There was a whole bunch of SCHiMs in there. That was so cute. It was slightly longer than the playtest, so got to see a little bit more of what the game is like. Gameplay-wise, it's fairly simple. As in, it's jump, interact, and move. That's it. Although every move you make is a jump, so, you know. But you do have to interact with things around you to make sure that new shadows appear, or you have to turn your camera so you can see the shadows of other things that else might be hidden. Which is really cool. Even though it is that simplistic, I really am enjoying it. And I'm really looking forward to the 18th of July for it to come out. Because, let's face it, it's just an adorably cute jumping puzzle game about a little shadow that is looking for its, well, the person he belongs to after having lost it. I really like the intro sequence that we get to play where we actually see that person grow up. That is definitely something new that wasn't there before. So really looking forward to see what else that is going to be bringing to the game, and if that's going to get it incorporated even more. Because let's face it, it's there, but it's not like overly clear that it's there in a way. It might be because it was a demo and it just was certain levels that don't necessarily seem to flow right one into the other. So we'll have to see for the 18th of July when the game actually comes out, and I will be able to stream it. The embargo lifts on the 15th of July, so around that time I'll definitely plan in a stream to showcase more of this lovely game. With that being said, I am gonna quickly change some things around, because as we are done with this one, it's time to get ready for the next game, which is gonna be PaperKlay. It is a game I've been following for a while now as well. I learned about it on Twitter because of some of the share picture games hashtags that have been going around for quite a while now. And then after that, I also learned that a friend of mine actually is doing a little bit of PR work for them, so very happily that I'm going to be able to play a bit of the demo as well here for you guys to share with you what they have been working on. So bear with me for a second while I set things up. Meaning we have to switch games. I have luckily installed a whole bunch of them just to be sure that for the stream I would be ready to go. So we just have to... There we go. That's that set up. There we go! PaperKlay! So, yes, next up we have a little game called PaperKlay, which has a very happy music, which makes me very happy as well. It's an indie game self-published by YKev and also developed by YKev. I've been following this one on Twitter for a while, and to be honest, it's been quite interesting to see how some of the elements of this game came to be. I've seen some rough model work of a little model jumping around without any of the textures and such, which was really fun to see. It's also one of the reasons why I started following the game, because I really like to see the development progress. From what I know, it's about a little chicken. I've seen the words collectathon used for it, so I'm really stoked that there is a demo for it now with the Steam Next Fest, so I can actually try it out myself and see what kind of work this guy has put in. So yeah, with that being said, let's just start the game and see what it's all about. So this is us, a little chicken.
Let's look around for some eggs.
And apparently we need to find eggs. This whole world is made out of paper. I don't know what it is with me in games that are about paper. So one of my favorite games is Epistory, which is an origami world. And there's this one. Papercut Mansion is also a game that I've played quite a bit of, also streamed it a little bit, where everything is made out of paper, and the developers actually put in a lot of effort of making everything out of paper first. As in real life, cut out things and to see how paper would move with certain movements. Really cool to see that game. If you haven't seen anything about it yet, I can highly recommend PaperKlay Mansion, because it's a lot of fun. Ooh, we seem to have a little...
Hey, looky here! Are you walking on my tongue?
Am I walking on your tongue?
Don't mind me, just step right in. It's cozy inside.
You sure about this, chick?
He does seem friendly enough.
So we are indeed walking on this dude's tongue. We have... Jumping is quite nice. It jumps quite high, higher than I expected it to. Which is good. Because, as I said previous, jumping is definitely not my strong suit when it comes to gaming.
Tell me, does everything seem in order inside here? I sometimes lose track of what I've gobbled up.
We see a lot of buckets.
Mama?
I'm not ashamed of the things I've swallowed throughout the years.
They're babies screaming for their mom?
Well, maybe some things. I'll give those back soon, so ignore them.
Okay. I already like the humor. Just ignore the babies, it's fine.
Mama?
Hi. I can pick you up. What can I do with you? Can I throw you or something? Or
Mama?
I can throw you.
Mama?
No, I'm not your mama. So it does seem to be a game where there's a lot of collecting going on. Oop. See, little Frogger or whatever you are, if I knew where your mama was, I would pick you up and bring you to her, but I have no clue where your mama is. And something tells me that the big critter you're inside of is not gonna tell me either. Just kind of rude, to be fair. Gameplay-wise, it's already very reminiscent of, you know, old school games like Spyro and the likes.
Oh, that tickled!
Sorry.
I'm not used to things rotating inside of me.
The fact there's this frog critter, whatever it is, like, I'm not used to things rotating inside me and everything. It makes me question the sanity of this game. Just a tad. Got so many buttons everywhere. There's even more down here. This game is not good for me. I'm gonna be especially seeing I can see how many of everything is in a level. That is just gonna make me play this level over and over and over again until I get everything. Although I guess that's something that the devs definitely would love to hear. Because that means people are enjoying themselves. If they really want to put that effort in. I mean, if I wouldn't enjoy a game, I would definitely not want to put that effort in. I am already noticing an issue with all the games that I've been checking out for the Steam Next Fest this week. So far, I've liked all of them. Meaning, my wallet is gonna suffer if I want to buy all of them. Was there something over there, actually? I don't know. Nope. Please tell me I can get back on the green one from here. Yeah, I can. Okay. Also, I just noticed we have a little chick on our shoulder. So we're not entirely alone while doing this. We got a little buddy with us. Even more coins.
Hey there, partner.
Howdy, little flower.
There's a talking flower. Ow. So we have enemies in the game. But they're not too tricky. This is good. I'm intrigued by these rings. Oh right, this flower was talking to us. Nothing else to say. Okay. We can stand on this one and then get up there. Can we then fly through the ring? Okay, so that's one ring down. Also, I did notice we did lose quite a bit of health over there, so that wasn't good. Oop, last button there. That's another one of those. And there's... Ah! There we go. Just want to see what else we have over here. Nothing much. Still have one enemy over there, but if he hits me, I'm dead. Oh, we gotta be careful.
Whoa. Nugget, look at this.
I've never seen the world move like that before. I can get used to this adventure.
I hope we're getting closer to the
Okay, this reminds me quite a bit of Epistory again. They have these flowers of paper, origami flowers, and you should reach certain amount of points, you could go to those flowers and it would unfold the rest of the world. And here it also sort of felt like this. By reaching this one, a new part of the world got revealed. I like that. I'm a sucker for details like that. Let's just put it that way. Let's attack this guy. Go away. We don't like your kind. You tried to numb us. Hiya, little bunny. Can I pick you? I can pick you up. Aww, that's so adorable. Can you come with me? Oh. Is this one of those pots that's gonna disappear from underneath me if I stay on it for too long? I'm still carrying the little bunny. Okay, let's see. Ah! Really? That tiny little gap between... Of course, that's where I fall through. Leave it to me to find that tiny little gap to fall through. I sometimes hate my jumping skills. I really truly do. I had one job. That was to not fall between the gap, in the gap. Okay, let's not do that again. Oh. Bunny, you stay here for a second. Boop. Picking you up again. I can't do that with the bunny in my hand. I do need to be quick. What did I just... Okay. Are you gonna come back down? Bye, bunny. I'm sorry. Gonna have to leave you behind. I don't like Mr. Scissorface over there. Ah, no! Ow! Go away! So rude! Disturbing me while I'm flying? How dare you! It's just rude. Where's number 4? Where's number 4? Ah, over here. You go away. Ah! Go away. So rude being in the middle of the grass. Okay, so that's that done. Ooh, coin. And over there's another one. Something tells me there is going to be a way to bring that bunny with me all the way to the end of the level. I just need to figure out how. And I must say, I really do like the whole handcrafted idea of this world. I'm a sucker for games like that either way. So, you know, finding another one like that is definitely something I'm really happy about. And there we go, we have yet another little checkpoint. Farmer!
Hello. You're in high spirits today.
And the fact everything is fully voiced over? That's amazing!
Aye, indeed. Sailing the vast plains of grain under the golden sun.
Sailing the vast plains of grain. Okay, that's a new one.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you're a scarecrow? You don't
Nugget!
Ah, but in my mind, I roam far and wide. I'm the admiral of the fields.
That's quite the imagination. I'll play along. Have you seen any eggs around on your travels?
Indeed, indeed, my fellow voyager. I safeguarded one inside me cabin just up the ridge. Feel free to claim it as your treasure.
Okay. Right. It looks like I need to place these in such a way that I can make it to the next area. But me being me, we're first gonna grab all the coins. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's all those coins. So we can get up here from here. Just going quickly back over to this one. Can we get from this one up on that one? No, we cannot. We do want to get up on that one though, because there is a thingy. Right. How are we gonna play this? That is easy to get on that, but Yeah, we really want to get on there. Oh, maybe... I think I have an idea on how I can get to that one. But that means I need to be able to get up there. As in, above here. There may be a specific order I need to walk on these. They need something to keep them down. Okay, I got a theory. Because we have one bunny and we had 3 frogs. So what if I get all of those over here? If I even can get back to where they are. No, I cannot. Never mind. So that's not gonna work. Right. It feels very much like I need to bring all those 4 with me all the way over here. Meaning I need to pick them up and be throwing them around a lot. I can't turn this the other way around. I can see 2 more of those shiny blues, one over there and one over there. And right now I don't see any way of getting those. Besides being able somehow to get up there. And I have a feeling those 4 platforms over here might have to do with that. But no matter what I currently do, nothing seems to be happening to them, except when I'm standing on them. But I can't stand on 4 spots at the same time. So I guess that will be something to figure out when redoing this, or even maybe in the full game. Well, that was a really short, quick demo as well. But, like I said earlier, it's really making it rough on me. Because I like these demos a lot. So, it's gonna be really, really hard to, you know what to do when the game comes out, because I have a wish list that is way too long already, and having to deal with... I was like, okay, I'm gonna play a whole bunch of demos, that way maybe I can narrow it down a little bit. But PaperKlay, it's fairly simplistic again in its gameplay. It's very straightforward platformer type of controls. So with the jumping, with the movement, everything, you have the glide. Although something tells me there might be more to it that we'll figure out once the full game comes out. So I just posted a link to the game in the chat as well. If you liked what you saw, make sure to wishlist it, as that will truly help the developers. Same goes for every single demo that I'll be playing today. But yeah, with that being said, I guess we're on to the next one. Let's see, because I had a couple of them written down already, and like, okay, these demos are going to be long enough, you know. But some of them are shorter than I expected, which is fine. It really, truly is. So let's set stuff up again. So many lovely, lovely, wonderful games. So, next up, what shall we take? Well, I had this idea of playing some Dungeons of Hinterberg. Would be nice if my thingy wants to cooperate. There we go, that's that switched up. That one gone, and then we go. Dungeons of Hinterberg. Okay, best experience with a controller. I guess we're sticking with our controller for today. Oh, right. Switch this one over so you guys can actually watch along. Really hoping I'm not going to be crashing my PC today. Because it's a slightly older thing, so you never know what it's going to do when it has to, switch between things and stuff. There we go. It should be working now. Curve Games! Microbird Games is the... Okay, now this is making me doubt myself. Yeah, Curve Games is the publisher. Microbird Games are the developers of this game. Again, fairly new game for me. As in, hadn't heard about this studio before. It's from Austria. All of the content contained in this demo is still in development and as such does not represent the final quality of the final product. Which, I mean, is a fair enough warning. It's a warning that I can very much get behind, and it's a good thing that developers put that in there. Because, well, not everybody nowadays seems to understand that a demo means it's a demo, it's still a work in progress, and things might still change over time while they're still working on it. So, I don't know much about this one either. Oh yeah, I'm so bad. I'm not that badly prepared. I just like to dive in as blind as possible. It's an adventure, action, RPG kind of game with exploration and fantasy elements, according to the tags on Steam, so definitely something that is up my alley. And it just looked really cool art style wise, so that really made me like, okay, I need to try this out. Don't know why. There we go. There we go. Nothing like a nice slow vacation breakfast, even if it's as simple as a buttered bread roll. Can we recognize my controller, please? Oh, my controller is doing stuff, but there we go. It was doing stuff on the wrong screen. So tell me, when you're on vacation, you the type who keeps the stuff in their suitcase, or do you unpack and put it in your room drawers? I'm the first one. Definitely the first one. I leave it in the suitcase. Why unpack if I'm leaving soon anyway? See, I always unpack everything, even if it's just for one day. Ugh, I can't be bothered with that, really. Especially if it's just for one day. If I'm somewhere, I'm going to be there fully, not with one foot on the plane back home. So let's talk dungeons. Any idea where you're going to go today? Well, as it's a demo, we only have one choice, which is Comstein, an icy glacier. D7. My attack rating 3, defense rating 3. Unstarted. Snowy Summit currently unreachable and currently unreachable. Well, let's just start and see what it takes us. Klaus used to be a famous mountaineer when he was younger. He even had his own TV show. You can sometimes get... okay, we're not allowed to read everything. The art style is definitely interesting. Unlocked new fast travel point, Glacier Station. Alright. So we have 2 attacks. We have a right trigger X and Y and a left trigger X and Y. Kind of annoying that it doesn't really tell me what the X and the Y are. I guess we'll make do with it. It does not snow in my home country, so visiting a glacier is something truly special for me. Well, we used to get snow here in Belgium and the Netherlands, but... Magic element. Pitslawn. Skull shrines, chairlifts. So we have dodge roll. Visitors visit up here. You will need to get your magic skills first. Otherwise, this rail won't do anything for you. Okay. Light attack, heavy attacks, and heavy attacks take more commitment to precision, but they do a lot more damage and can knock down most enemies. B to dodge, can evade most enemy attacks by dodging. Keep an eye on your stamina bar though. There we go. If you come across proto-monster blobs like these, hit them with your sword or magic skills. They refill some of your HP and MP. Okay. So there does seem to be quite a few materials. Ah, okay, so what we have on X is a small health potion. Down the attack conduit button and press the button for the respective slot. Attack conduits cool down after they're triggered, so use them wisely. Whee! Okay, cool. We have a whirlwind. And we have a jump attack that I need to aim properly, which I just didn't do. You go away. Getting some monster toots again. I noticed we do not have a jump. Which I guess for somebody who is jumping challenged, that is a good thing. There we go. Climb up walls. And now what? There is some kind of star thingy over here. Hello? Birch bits nix. You what? Louching? Bless you? Oh, and you, my friend, bless you too. He didn't get it. Oh, hi, Noticing. No, stick around. Hey, how are you doing? I was telling enemies to go away, not you. You're just in time for some dungeons of Hinterberg. And this guy is having a stroke, I think, because, what the heck is he saying? Pitzel perch, humbong goas. That makes no sense. This is the skill shrine, right? I was told I'd get some magic spells somewhere around here. It most certainly is. What exactly are those? Let's first explain to me what they are. Can you tell me more about these? What do they do? The shrines. They are points of convergence. Nexuses where the conduits of magical energy run together and give people spells and whatnot. They're doing okay, grinding good old Minecraft again. I'm good. Nervous for tomorrow because I'm having my first talk/meeting with the guys over at Amino. So the guys who are supposed to help me find a job so I can hopefully in a year or so get my diploma after all. So it's a bit nerve-wracking because I know it's just a first meeting, getting to know the people and see what they can do to help me. I am afraid a bit that I'll be put on a waiting list after that until I can actually get said help. But it's a new step towards, you know, getting the help I need after waiting since February to actually get an answer whether or not I was going to get the help. So it's been a relief to finally get to this point. The shrines, they are points of convergence, nexuses where the conduits of magical energy run together and give people spells and whatnot. Spells are different in every area and they only work in the area where you receive them. Okay, so each area I go to, I need to find one of these shrines. Well, in the demo we only have one. Thanks. Yeah, I've been blessed with, well, you know VDAB as you're from Belgium as well, and you know how useless they can be. I've been very, very lucky to find the one person who isn't useless. She really fought for me. When I went there last week to sign the contract and everything for Amino, I got told some more bullshit about what had been going on, even up to the morning of the day I came to sign those papers. It sounded very much like somebody still didn't want me to get the help I needed and tried to stop it from happening. So she really fought for me and she just stood her ground and made it so that I got to sign the contract, and I am going over there tomorrow. So yeah, I'm very much relieved. What should we be doing here? So how do I use this? Patience, my young. Okay. Then what are you doing here? Crawling the shrine. Crawling? It's what we do in science when we don't quite have the faintest idea what's going on. He is big. The monsters here all take the shape of alpine mythological creatures, so I'm shouting their names at the top of my lungs to see if that does anything at all. Still don't get how I'm supposed to pick up spells from the thing. Oh, that part is quite simple. You'll want to position yourself 2 to 3 meters from the shrine. You gaze at it deeply as you would into an abyss. You focus and then it just happens. Okay, that's it. I just stare, 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 stare. And yep, it just happens. Main skill. Hold the skill button to summon the hoverboard. Release the skill button to stop riding. Complete races, ride rails, and cover great lengths with this skill. And a ranged skill. Hold the skill button to shoot the light ray. Release to stop. Hit targets from a great distance and cut along weak points. Now I suggest you explore your new magic skills. Prod them, if you will. You seem to have this all figured out. Want to come with and join me in the dungeon? Heavens, no. My studies aren't nearly advanced enough to attempt a dungeon. Okay, so... Ah, this is... Okay, this is slightly faster than I was expecting it to be. Okay, that's really cool. And then the other one. Oh, so keep this one aimed at that while I walk. That's slightly annoying. But we made it into the dungeon, I believe. It refills both our magic and HP, these things. Not that we really need it, because they're both full anyways. And there is a little thingy over here. Something tells me... Okay. Yoink. Okay, that hoverboard is pretty cool. Can't say I mind. You as well. Don't know why I'm destroying them all, because I don't really need it. Hope I won't regret it later on. Knowing me, I most likely will. But, there we go. This feels quite empty for the rest. Some stuff over here. What else do we have? That's where we came from. That's also where we came from. Okay, so that opens up this. And then we need to fire at it again, I'm guessing. Yep. To open up the other side. Ooh. Okay, she auto jumps. That's perfect for a person like me. And we found a chest. Nouveau Heart 3000 goo covered. So do we have some inventory thingy management thing? Yes, we do. Also, we have settings. Ooh, we have not many accessibility settings, but we've got two. We can minimize the screen shakes, and we can disable player death. So that's pretty nice. Not dying. So we have this one currently equipped. So new one is worse. Okay. We're gonna stick to what we're wearing then. Ooh, I like this auto jumping feature. Go down. And let's see what's down here. Not all that much. So that is mainly just there so that if you fall down you can climb back up. Okay. How the heck am I gonna do this? I need that one to go down if I want to be able to... Oh, well, hello there. I had not seen you. So we did need to be down here. Up you. Auto jumping, auto jumping. I like you very much. And then hit that again, and that's our elevator up. Up. Some more of these magic fragments. And another chest. Some more of these zoomy-zooms. Alright, so now we can actually go here. Let's first grab you what's down here. And now we should be able to do this. You already got your magic skills, you can zip right over this ice wall. And don't mind if I do. AC restore charm. That sounds like inventory stuff. Oh, charms. Can I insert that somewhere? Oh, I need to. Physic magic attack boost, AC recharge up, perfect dodge slowdown. Yeah, there we go. Small HP, medium HP, and we don't have another one. Do we have... We do have other skills as well. I do like the sound of a meteor shower instead of the jump. Cheap set of 2 walkie-talkies, very limited range, a shirt, bouquet, Hobangoa's puppet, and Pitzel hat. And all kinds of collectibles. Okay. This movement feels very familiar. It will take me a little bit to get used to back to it. But it feels very similar to the movement in Solar Ash. Combat magic. In combat, your magic abilities cost MP. The green bar in the top left corner of the screen shows you how much MP you have left. It regenerates when you hit monsters with your sword, particularly when using heavy attacks. Some enemies are protected by regenerating magic shields, indicated by the additional green bar above their heads. Use magic skills to deplete these shields faster. If you are in need of MP, heavy sword attacks regenerate MP faster. Oh, camera. Ow. Ow. Oh, camera is very finicky. Okay, camera is gonna take some getting used to. So we have chair lists over here. Unlock new fast travel point. Hi people. Greetings, hero. Yes, welcome. Who are you guys? Nice costumes. Who are you anyways? We are the real monsters of Hinterberg. The realest. And we have a question for a hero such as yourself. What is it? What's the quest? You see, we are collecting parts of our fallen brethren for a club. For medical purposes, we shall not discuss with a creature of flesh. But we have Hinterbugs, bucket loads of them, but also rewards. We are creatures of magic. We shall increase your powers in ways of which you have not dared to dream in the wildest of your dreams. If you give us monster parts, give us now. Silence. Yes, if you collect monster parts, bring them to us. We shall reward you very handsomely indeed. Okay, your first reward will be sell us 100 monster parts and we will give you a large HP potion. Well. Oh, this is annoying. Can I just... Nope. Okay, we're just gonna quickly use mouse for this, because, good god. There you go. This one. That's 100 monster parts now. Here's your large AP potion. Yummy! Your next reward will be 10,000 extra bucks. You better give them to us fast, though. Yeah, if I have them, I'll give it to you. But currently, I have none. Okay. I do want to... Because the game has actually not told me anything about where I need to go. Which is slightly annoying. I'm seeing something interesting down here though. MP regeneration up. Sword enchantment. No. Where can I do those? I can't do anything with it, it seems. But I saw a sign over there that told me to go the other way for something, I think, a area. Glacial Galaxy. Oh. I missed something. Target lock. Ah, we have a target lock. Okay. Come on, come on. No, you're not gonna regenerate your shields. Not having it, not having it, not having it. You just summon friends, really? Ow! Need to remember that I do have a dodge roll. Ow. No running away. Alright, and I just got a notification I discovered a new dungeon. So I'm guessing that's what this purple thing here is. So let's just quickly grab everything here. Make sure we replenish all of the shit that we can. Nothing else up here. Oh, something over there still. Okay, that's a fast travel thingy in the Glacial Galaxy. Otherworldly heat emanates from the portal. Am I really ready to do this? This dungeon should just be about right for me. So each dungeon in this game is gonna have an attack rating and a defense. Gonna have rating, and then I need to make sure that my attack and defense rating are the same or higher, I'm guessing. Enter the dungeon. Most attack unknowns aim in the direction the camera is currently looking at. That's good to know, because that's how I wasted my jumpy one earlier. Okay, Ooh. Snowflake floor. Pretty. Wow. This is gorgeous. I had a feeling I was gonna like this game, but did not expect it to be this gorgeous. Can I? Oh, okay. We're gonna do some mind-bendy stuff with gravity. Okay. Okay. Ow. Fall damage is a thing. Okay. So that's a thing, and then... Okay, I'm getting major Solar Ash vibes for some of the things in this game. And that is definitely a compliment to the developers. Solar Ash had some mind-bending gravity shit with some planets going on. It had a lot of, okay, aim at this to do this, and kind of, I have a feeling I really need to replace my controller, because, good god. Oh, okay. So I should be taking this. Doing this like this. Okay. Would have been nice if somebody told me. I don't know if I'm going the right way. Okay, okay, my oof. Definitely need to do this, else I can't make it over here. There's some goat creatures all over this place. I'm very much afraid to aim at those things, but something tells me I have to. Because there's these frozen goat things all around. Something tells me they might come alive if I do this. Okay, they're not coming alive, they just give me a new ram to play with. Is there anything else here? Happy those frozen thingies did not come alive though. Ah, the enemies are waiting for me here. Got it. That's why. Stop it with your pitchforks. That's rude. Yep. Up-a-doo. Up, 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 up. Go. More? Nope, that was it. So we got some healy thingies. Very welcome healy thingies. Are we going this way? Oh, that's where we came from. Okay. Oh, there is a slidey thingy over here for us. Yeah. Can I? Please tell me I can get back up there. Because I saw a chest over there. Chest is locked. Maybe someone in Hinterbergs know how to open these. That road. Let's heal up even further. Then use a beam to do this one. And go on. Oh, over there. A little bit of wall climbing. If I aim you back, okay, you go all the way around. And that makes a, okay, that allows us to climb up and get out of here. Now I'm very curious. Can I hit? No, I can't from there. I was gonna try and see if there's something behind this wall. Why else would we be able to, you know, lower it? It feels like something might be hidden there. But there's no way for me to hit that thing. Yay, spiders! We hadn't seen spiders yet in this game. Oh. Well, I guess we did have to lower that thing. I just needed to go back here. And then back up. And that allows us to continue. Ooh. Wait, what? Okay, so I see a treasure over there. Something tells me if I'm standing on one of these hillocks, I should be safe. Ah! Okay, that was not entirely what I expected to happen. I kind of expected those purple beams to be moving when I do that. Not for me to move down. Wait, was there somewhere else I could go? That stays up. And there's a wall over there that's open. So the question becomes, how do I get over there? Do all these thingies do the same? Sure looks like it. That one just feels like it is to get over there. And I can't get through those beams. I have a feeling I'm missing something. Can't go through either. There we go. And more. So this one has me just a tiny bit stumped. You'd almost think there's some secret passage somewhere that I'm not aware of, or that I'm not seeing, or something. Nope. What am I missing? Here we don't have any hillocks or something to stand on. Just have the chest. I'm gonna try something silly. I can only use this in combat. And this is not considered combat. Can't destroy those things either. Okay, so I'm completely stumped on this one. I really have no clue how I can... Whoop! Just give me a sec, 'cause... I mean, I know I can move these up and down. Oh, I'm being a dumb, aren't I? Okay. And then move over here and then go up. I'm just being a complete and utter twat. This allows me to go up and down. Oh, well. There we go. And there we go. I is smart, I swear. But yeah, a lot of this feels a bit like Solar Ash when it comes to the movement. Nothing down there, right? Okay, this one isn't powered. We've had those before. That means race, or sort of race-ish thingy. Now we have 3 enemies again. Ow. This big guy hurts. Ow. No, that hurts. And that's just cheating. Ow! Fun escaping. That's okay. And thank you for the lurk as well. We'll try to finish this dungeon and then most likely switch to the next demo. I think I've got a pretty decent idea about this game now, or what to expect from it if it launches fully. My magic power is gone. Ow! Ah, come on. Come on. Kill him. There we go. Ow. No, 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 no. There we go. Grabby all the stuff. stamp station. Yay! There we go. So there is a whole bunch of stamps to get, and you seem to get a stamp per dungeon you complete. The idea of the game is interesting. Let's put it that way. Sorry. I don't know if you guys heard that. As in, you have your main hub, basically, and you go into dungeons. Basic dungeon crawling. Type of deal. So, how was it? That's tough, but I felt like I was in control most of the time. And the spellcasting? My skin is still tingling. I hope the feeling won't go away anytime soon. I've never felt so focused. Like every piece of me did exactly what it was supposed to be doing. I know, it's something else, huh? Yeah, it is. Are you going to explore the village tonight? Won't we just hang out again? I'd rather hang out with you. You up for it? Sorry, love. Got a date tonight. Ring check? If I know Hinterberg, you've met a few people by now. Go have a look around, see if you run into any of them. It's not just that a place like Hinterberg attracts lots of people you wouldn't normally meet. A lot of them will also help you out in many ways, if you spend time with them. I've seen the big journal sticking out of your backpack. Give me that for a second, will you? There, I added some notes on different folks around here and how it might be helpful to you. So, Albert... MP slot increase, unlock character compendium. Young pro slayer, formidable despite their mellow attitude, can give me extra HP slot. Dog can find me a hidden dungeon. He is mostly a German shepherd. Virtual tourists gives you Hinterbugs, unlock attack conduits, wreck attack, dodge, stamina increase. Okay. So the game is definitely just the classic dungeon crawler, basically. Have your main hub where there's a whole bunch of people you can talk to, you can unlock, and apparently get a better relationship with them to get better perks. And that seems to be about it. Gameplay felt okay. I compared it a couple of times to Solar Ash because especially the grinding on the rail and such with the hoverboard reminded me a lot of the way you move around in Solar Ash. I do have to say Solar Ash felt better. Here I had some slight nausea here and there. So I hope they fix that by the time the game actually comes out. So that would be my one downside to it. Combat here and there, I think it's just a matter of getting used to how the aiming works, how the skills work. Although it's a bit weird, you have X and Y for your normal skills. Then X and Y compared with one button gives you your other skills. X and Y combined with your other button gives you your potions. So it's a lot of combos between those keys that do make it slightly more complicated, which is where maybe mouse and keyboard might be slightly easier. Camera was a bit clunky here and there, although that might be my controller, because I have a feeling it's on its last legs. It's served me well for the past like 10 years or so I can't complain. But it's starting to feel like it's time for a new one, or I just need to get my PlayStation controller. That might work as well. But yeah, this game definitely is one I'm gonna keep an eye on. If you liked what you saw, if I did correctly, this one should work. Or did I just make it a dungeon? One of the two. There we go. that is the link to the Steam page where you can wishlist it. So you, just like me, can wait for the game to fully release. No, sorry, just in there in case you're ever undecided or stuck. Do with them what you will. There we go. Time passes when you start an activity, such as going into dungeon, hit shops before starting an evening activity. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the Dungeons of Hinterberg demo. Like I said, it looks promising. I just hope that they improve a bit on the movement. Because else I'm unfortunately not gonna be playing much of it because it's just gonna make me sick. I don't have that all that often, so it's really sad that this game does give me that issue. But hey, that's something that can happen with any game, right? So I can't blame the devs for this whatsoever. It's just something that happens. And then there was one I definitely also wanted to show today. So here, let's quit to menu. While games are loading and stuff, let's do this one more time. Last but not least for today. There we go. Well, okay. This is very, very odd. Sorry. Just quickly. Oh, this one also recommends a controller. So, last but not least for today, we have Crypt Custodian. A game that looks kind of adorable, if I may say so. What really appealed to me about this game is its art style. When I saw it the first time, I wasn't 100% sure about the gameplay, but I saw some of it during the showcases last week, and it reminded me a bit of Death's Door and Tunic, which are two games that I really absolutely adored, even though I did curse out some of the bosses here and there. So I decided I'm gonna put this one on my wish list as well after all, and then I saw it had a demo, so of course it had to go on the list to play for today. Already just the soundtrack. This bit of the soundtrack sounds amazing. I am quickly gonna get us some more lights, because this is slightly... Is that already helping? That's only helping slightly. There we go, that should be slightly better when it comes to the light. Okay, let's quickly check the options, controls, controller. Fairly straightforward. Graphics options. Full screen, yes please. And audio. Very basic. Let's just go for normal. And I mean, it has kitty cats. What's happening to the kitty cat? Oh, I better said we play as a kitty cat. Ow. Hello? Hello? Oh, you're awake. My name is Pip, and I will be your guide to the palace. What? The palace? I was literally just outside on the street. Where am I? Oh, well, the palace is the most beautiful part of the afterlife, but we aren't there yet. This is just the entryway. It's where all new ghosts first land. Ghosts? So, I'm dead? Oh, well, yeah, sorry. I should have went with that part. Well, don't worry too much about that just yet. We have to get moving. Nearby is Kendra. She is the guardian of the afterlife. You'll have to make your way to her chambers, and she will listen to your life story and determine whether or not you can enter the palace. Good ghosts go to the palace, where they experience never-ending bliss. Bad ghosts are banished to live outside the palace for all eternity. Come on, you should get going. So happy to see another cat come here. I mean, in spite of the circumstances at least. Most of the ghosts who come in here are bugs, which doesn't really give us much to talk about. For a guide, he's not really leading me anywhere now, is he? A is jump. Well, thanks, game. I had kind of already figured that one out, but... Maybe? View map. Other one. So we have a big map. We can place markers and switch markers. Okay. Well, that's just cheating. So, what's it like inside the palace? Oh, well, I'm actually not sure. I've never been inside there. You haven't? Were you bad or something? Yes, I must have been, because Kendra said so. But instead of banishing me to outside the palace, she sentenced me to be a guide for all eternity. You see? Kendra can be very strict, but also very fair. She makes the rules and she always sticks to them, no matter what. There's all kinds of froggos. All these statues are frogs. You found a broom! Swing it by pressing X. Well, everything that looks broken already, we can apparently clean up. We had a map, right? They don't want me to destroy everything, they should not have given me a broom. You're not moving? Okay. That makes a move. Okay. Leave no pots unbroken. Oh, we're back over here. Not sure if I have to break everything, but I can, so I will. And this is where we went up to get the broom, so now we can go back. Ow! Kitty cats can't swim. That was clear. That one on the left looks terrified. I'm guessing the one in the middle is Kendra? So Kendra is a frog? Oh, and falling in the water did cost me a life. Great. Note to self, make sure I don't fall in the water again. Hey, you made it! Kendra's chamber is right inside here. Just be on your best behavior because you really don't want to be on her bad side. No, I can't destroy those. Uh-oh. Aw, hey cutie! So nice to see another fresh face around here. I am the famous Kendra, guardian of the afterlife. Well, you're only famous because there's one guy that keeps talking about you. I mean, it's my job to determine whether you've been good or bad. Oh, and sorry that you died and all that, by the way. That just makes me so sad. This over here is the door that leads to the palace. Those allowed in the palace experience a never-ending bliss. If you've been good, I'll let you inside. And this door leads outside of the palace. You really do not want to be sent out this way. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at your life. Aw, this says you were born as a stray, and you had a brother and a sister. So cute. And then it seems like you were adopted by a nice couple, and they took really good care of you. You love to play and get pet. Oh, I'm having a really good feeling about this one. Pip, can you please prepare the palace door for opening? Anyways, let's continue. And then, one night, it seems like you escaped from your home, ran onto the street, and... You poor thing. Well, I guess that settles it then. You were a very good cat. I have no choice but to let you into the palace. Or, wait a second. There seems to be another page. This says that after you died, you landed here in the palace entryway and you smashed some of my statues? This is just awful. I'm afraid that you've been a very bad cat. And as punishment, you will be banished to outside of the palace for eternity. Wait, I had no choice! I didn't mean to do it. I just thought that's what I was supposed to do. You thought you were supposed to break my statues? Sorry, that excuse is not gonna cut it. I do feel for you though. If you think this sucks for you, just think about how I feel. I am the one who has to live with the guilt of sentencing you to eternal torture. This is really bumming me out. Well, enough wallowing. It's time to go. Oh, and because you created such a mess, I'm also sentencing you to be the afterlife's janitor. Forever. So hold on to that broom. Now it's time to leave. Please exit on the door on your left. Well, just for that. Gonna break more pots. Pretty sure I had no choice but to destroy the pots, but this is definitely something to try out in another run. See if you can get past that without breaking anything. Oh, I can even trim the trees and the plants. Okay, that is dirt, so that is what we need to destroy, and that actually gives us some kind of material. That was a walking pot. No clue what this black stuff is, but I'm just gonna collect it anyways. Something tells me it's gonna be potentially for upgrades or something. Okay, so we have points where we can save, where we can equip stuff if we have equipment. So there's upgrade slots and special attacks. And that's also a teleport point. Requires one key to unlock. Ouch! That looks painful. can't make that jump yet. Might be something I can do later, because we do have upgrade slots. No, me failing that jump had nothing to do with me sucking at jumping. That was just... dodge roll. Yep. Ouch. They're making numbing noises when they try to attack me. Ow! Okay, so that's why dodge roll is a thing. Okay, so let's try that again. And this time use the dodge roll slightly more. Oof. He did hit me, but I got them. Wait, did that also just make thingies appear here, or no? The map is just already showing me that there's gonna be platforms there. Okay, so that's a shortcut unlocked, basically. Very similar like in Tunic or that store. So that just strengthens my belief that this game is potentially going to be like that. Like those... Sorry. No. No numbing me. So rude trying to eat me. Ow. Is there any way to heal? Like, do I have healing potions or something? No? One hit and I'm gone. Like, dead. I don't like the idea of that. But we've got the key, so... something, I guess. That's... I was gonna say that one is gonna be problematic, but that one was actually fairly okay. Let's see on the map now. No, there's still some enemies over there. But at the same time, with the 1 health I currently have, I don't think I want to be looking for those. That sounds like something very problematic. Before we do anything, I believe if it is indeed a game that is a bit like Tunic and the likes, saving will bring enemies back but also heals me up fully, so. But we have a key to go in here now. Seems like it's the Sinner's Inn. Oh, it's quite empty. Is that a drunk mouse? It's a bouncer and he's a little mouse. That's so cute! Sorry, but can't let you in here. This area is for VIPs only. Really? I don't like these type of people. That's even better. There we go. That was the button I was looking for. Sorry about that. I'd rather have no viewers than pay for viewers, so F off with your hey. If you want, go to our site and buy some viewers. I've never even seen you before, so you can't be that important. Now scram! There we go. Hola! Hey kid! Welcome to the Sinner's Inn. How's it going? I mean, kinda bad. I just died and get sentenced to clean for all eternity. Haven't we all? Well, if it makes you feel better, it's actually not too bad here. If you ask me, us bad ghosts are more fun anyways. I'm Marla, by the way. I sell all sorts of things here, so whenever you collect enough garbage, make sure to stop back in here and buy something. And I'll tell you what, as a welcoming gift, I'll even sell you your first special attack at a massive discount. It's called Super Sweep. Go on and pick it. Creates a spinning circle of brooms around you. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. Buy Super Sweep for yes. Both special attacks and upgrades need to be equipped at safe shrines. There's one just outside. When you attack enemies, the vessel at the top left of your screen will fill up. When it is full, press B to use your special attack. Yeah, okay, I need to check do something. Just give me 1 second. That's better. Now you guys can actually see what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Now you guys can actually see the vessel. I had not realized there would be something over there. Press B to use your... So B is for the special attacks. Remember to head to the nearest shrine to equip your new attack. You can teleport between shrines, so be sure to come back and visit whenever you collect more garbage to spend. Ah, that old thing. It works, but I've lost all the discs. If you find any, you can bring them back to this jukebox and I can pay you for them. Okay, so there is music collectibles. That's an icon to your map, which tells you where to go next, or an item marker. It marks the location of an item on your map that you missed from a previous room. So if you're really stuck, you basically can buy hints. Oh, and that allows me to go up there now. But first things first. Equip. And it does seem we could basically instantly use... Re-elect Kendra for Afterlife Overseer. No. She's mean. She makes it so I can't do anything else but destroy all the statues. So she can send me over here. Why would I re-elect someone like that? I mean, seriously. Why would you? Okay, up and down. Let's go down once more. As we saw this, an upgrade slot. Collecting upgrade slots allows you to equip more upgrades from a safe shrine. Each upgrade takes up a specific number of slots. You now have 5. Okay, so those are definitely collectibles we want to keep an eye out for then. Oh, we're gonna get to try out our sweepy sweep thing. Ah, I was too early! Damn it. Ow. Ah. Ouch! That hurt me. Like a lot. Ow! And that's gonna put me back here. Okay, there is a mosquito flying around my head and it's bloody annoying. But we do have quite a bit of garbage, so is there anything else we could buy from this lady? I don't know. Spirit buffer creates a circle around you that hurts enemies nearby. Makes attacks 30% stronger at full health. Increased movement speed. Gives additional health points. Yes, please, but I don't have enough for that. Spirit Shield briefly gives you invincibility. Okay. Oh, hi there. Hey, bestie. So funny seeing you here. Yeah, I was going to say the same. What are you doing here? Don't you live in the palace? I sure do. But I like to come out here and see how all you bad ghosts live. It keeps me humble. Oh, by the way, I was wanting to talk to you about the whole me dooming you for eternity thing. I just wanted you to know that there's no hard feelings, on my end at least. So I was hoping we could just, get over it. And I murder her. I don't like this frog. Okay, so this is a special attack and the other one is an upgrade. Wait, does that mean that just always is active? Nice doing business. To use it, you need to equip it, yes. There we go. Oh, that's something that's always active? Ooh, I like the idea of that. Okay. Go up and let's go left again. Because this looks like it will hurt anything that's trying to hurt me from close by. Okay, so enemies don't necessarily come back. Anyone on the thing? Ooh, chest. Defeat a horde of enemies without taking any damage. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Depending on the enemies though. With those, that's fairly easy. And all we get is a whole bunch of garbage. Well, I guess we are the janitor. Ow. Okay, we can't go straight there. Oh, hello there. Deadman's Curse. Enemies will create a dangerous blast upon death. Defeat 15 enemies to remove the curse. Reward 1 upgrade slot. Oh, this is so tempting to take, because upgrade slots are actually a good thing we've already figured out. So this game is actually gonna give you curses and things as challenges? Alright. Hope I'm not gonna regret it. So the next 15 enemies that I encounter will try and murder me with exploding upon their death. spirit discovered. I was a kitty cat spirit. Okay, you're back, so I get jumpies like this, then jumpy like that. And go up. And then left. Okay, if it's the same one again. Oh, okay. Oh, they don't just explode, they... Okay. Okay, so that curse is slightly more problematic than I thought it would be. Oh wait, we can't go there. We already know that. That doesn't look like a jump I can make either. Also, there's dead fishies swimming in the water. Ow. And the curse is gone now too. Okay, so that curse is more problematic than I thought it would be. But we did explore quite a nice bit of the map again, so let's go to the other side this time around. I mean, after all, there's also still just the demo of the game, so that was a waste. Ow! Fuck. That's 2. That's 3. That opens up the gate. No, wrong one. That opens the gate up there. For now. I'm gonna grab more garbage. Never thought I'd be so happy to find garbage. Really weird to say that. This is a fairly small little arena. Ow. Oh, those, if they turn, they stick to their spot. Good to know. That makes them slightly easier to maneuver around. So many items and thingies everywhere here. further up. Dungeon? Question mark? Pearl Shrine. And it's another Frogger. Hey, sorry to scare you. I was just up in the rafters sweeping up some grime. This whole cavern is a shrine dedicated to Pearl, the most beautiful frog to ever live. I'm a bit embarrassed to see it get so dirty, so I'm trying to clean this whole place up. Oh, so are you a janitor too? Nah, I'm just a frog. But Kendra did sentence me to clean up the afterlife for all eternity. She actually sentences everyone to that same fate. Although most other ghosts just stop cleaning after a while. Well, anyways, my name is Pebble, and I'll be around here cleaning for a bit, so I'll see you around. So yeah, it very much feels like Kendra puts those statues in the way on purpose. So that she can then punish everybody to go be a janitor, and she can just, you know, keep the palace to herself. Told you I didn't trust her. From the start. Nuh-uh. Don't trust her one bit. Ow! Don't want to know what that attack was all about. Looked problematic. Also, I should probably save here, just to be on the safe side. Seeing we do have a shrine here, I don't want to get sent all the way back if I die. Well, hello. I hope you didn't mind me, you know, kicking you all the way over there. I think that's it. Oh, no. Just back to where we came from then. And then up if possible. Yep. What's this? Ditch effort. Makes attacks 30% stronger at low health. Upgrades can be equipped at safe shrines. Well, I can't equip it anyways currently because I don't have that much upgrade slots yet. Can't do anything with that yet. Oh, that's annoying. And that was slightly too easy. Wait, let's go here first. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a wall there. Okay, so we're not taking you over there yet. What was here? Because there is one down here as well for you to get through. If I hit you like that, what do? You bounce. So, bouncing it is. And that opened the other one as well. So many garbage. Needs more. So weird to say you need more garbage. So, oh, you need to go over here. That's what I figured. How in the world? Can I? When you're midair. I can! Aha! So it also bounces back from me. Good to know, good to know. Okay, another little arena. Okay, what do we get? Flies. Okay, that was very tiny mini arena. No. No. Up, 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 up. I don't like you. Okay, I have a key. What for? Don't know. Apparently I needed a key for something. So that's back to where we started. Ooh, another upgrade slot found. Ah, Okay, so that corner... Oh, we didn't have everything yet in that corner. That wasn't panic. Press on the B. Is this here that it says? Yeah. I can't go there as of yet. So I guess there is going to be a different way to get there. No clue yet how, but might not be in this version of the game as well, as this is just a demo of Crypt Custodian. But I must say, so far, I'm really enjoying it. Definitely has its little tricky bits. Nope. So there's pictures to find. There is whatever that is to find. Okay, so we have 20 ghosts, 20 discs, 3 movies that are scattered around the world. Okay, that's a lot of collectibles. I like it. We've done everything we could do with you. Did we go up here already? No, we didn't. There's still garbage. Back at the shrine. Yeah, we need one more slot if we want to use that one as well. Is the key I have enough? It is enough. There is still a whole bit to explore on this side of the map as well. But I just love this statue. I think it looks just like her. Did you know her? I did. And I miss her so much. You see, in frog culture, dying is one of the saddest things that can happen to someone. So now that I'm dead, I worry about her a lot. I just hope she's okay. Ow! Hate you! I should have saved before going here. Oh! I can just go back down, I guess, because I am near the shrine. Let's go do that real quick, because if that was anything to go by, it's gonna be necessary. Save. That's a very typical me thing to do, to be fair. Let's go right first. That wasn't too horrible. Okay, more of these. I feel like I can only send you one direction. Okay. And then I sent you there. Yeah, that's what I figured. Nope. It's gonna put you back on that one. It's gonna put you back there. It's gonna bounce you over there. And that's gonna bounce you back over there. I just locked myself. Almost. is also gonna be... Nope, no, that's... Okay. But I think... No, straight is... That's not gonna cut it either. That's gonna go there. Go back over that one. Idea is that nope, that one's not gonna make it. That one is there. No, it had to be one of the diagonals. Nope. No, not having it. Not having it. I'm starting to get used to the controls, and I notice that mostly in the fighting because I figured out my dodge roll. It's one of the things I struggle with most usually at the start of any game is the controls. Especially seeing sometimes dodge is on B, sometimes it's on another button. Oh crap! Okay, that was a waste of B. One more. Ow! Fuck! I had him. That was the worst part. I had the freaking critter. Okay, let's go back. But good thing is I should have most of the doors unlocked now at least, so I don't have to be bothered with those anymore. I actually haven't been keeping tabs on my garbage, if that goes down if I die. Okay, so this one stays as being finished, so that's good. Didn't want to do that one again. Oh shit. Oh. Okay, this one is not turned on. Ow. Ow. Now it is. So now we walk back. Very carefully. Ow! I said very carefully. Not like a dumbass. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. My health is down to 1 again. As far as I... Okay, I'm screwed, aren't I? I'm so totally... Nope. Not with 1 health, no. That's not happening with 1 health only. Oh, I do love how they show you all the flamey stuff on the map. So you know where you have to deal with that kind of bullshit. I'm wondering though, can I zoom in? No, that's zooming out. Oh wait, that's just, okay. As it's just a demo, I'm just gonna go continue exploring a bit more. Just because I can. Really being the completionist I usually would be. I'll keep that for when I play the full game. Jukebox disc. So I have to go through on that side somehow. Okay. Well, I'm here, close to the start. So what I'm gonna do. 1, we're gonna save. 2, we're gonna... I wanna see what this thingy does if I give it to our friend over here. Now Pebble is over here. It's nice, so nice to come in here and escape the rain. What can I get for you? Small spirit will follow you and attack nearby enemies. Oh, that's also a nice one. Even the extra heart capsule costs me upgrades. Oh, that just got me some... Okay, let's go back to Pearl's Shrine then. Nope. We're definitely going back up there though. Nope. So first part, easy peasy. We got this. We got fire too. I pay attention at least. There we go. This one wasn't too horrible either, because, well, you can see. Just walk in between them. The good thing about this one now is I no longer need to... Below is where the bullshit happened, so... Let's see what's over here. God. I love how I sent those flies flying, literally. Okay. That one you reach from the other side. Meaning you have to go through around like that. No. We're just gonna leave that be for now then. Because that looks very problematic. This one looks slightly less problematic. Ow. Is you down? Arena fights like those don't seem to regen. Ooh, I saw something. Ooh, and there's a shrine. So first things first, safe. But I saw something else. Is that a new broom? I think this is Pebble's broom. It looks like she dropped it. Oh, I'm not allowed to grab it. Why would Pebble drop her broom? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I found a boss fight. Ow, 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 ow. Ow! Okay, this is one of those things I'm gonna have to learn how to do first. I should have known with that, with Pebble's room laying there and with this shrine being so close, that something was going to be up. Alright. It would be a nice way to end the stream though if we can get this guy down. So we've been doing for a while now. Skip, 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 skip. I just want to start fighting. Okay, he can actually hit me himself as well. Ow! That's just cheating. I got him past halfway this time around. So I need to use my B button when he's doing his, you know, cover the whole field with spiders, basically. Ow. That's just stupid, losing my health to that. Yeah, okay, I got greedy there. Don't get greedy. Oh, why did I do that? That was stupid. That was very stupid. Oh, it fills it up anyways. Okay. I love how I can just skip that cinematic if I want to. Also, I don't necessarily need to use my B for that if I play it smart. Ow. Skippity skip. Ow. That attack, by the way, he seems to have two different versions of it, which is really annoying. What was the other one I had? Makes attacks 30% stronger at low health. It's not gonna help. Skip. This is the one that is easy to avoid. Ah, wrong button again. Ah. Kind of have a mind of trying to get slightly bit more garbage by another upgrade. Try to at least. Ow. Maybe getting more upgrades will help. I blame the mosquito for this death, because it was in my face again. Oh, this is so annoying having a mosquito as a housemate. The problem is I can murder it, but I'll have one again tomorrow. So it won't do shit. Because that's how it's been for the past month or so. Not by choice, at least not mine. More choice of an annoying neighbor who refuses to let us do some work. Because then we have to open up his garden. This is when it goes back, isn't it? What? One should have been dead. Luckily can do a bit of farming here. The reason as well why I want to do a bit of farming is because I have a feeling that the one that I'm using right now is nice against, you know, smaller enemies and stuff. But it doesn't seem to do all that much against the boss. And I don't really have any other upgrades currently. That takes us back down over there. Where does this take us? Okay. Not quite what I had in mind. No, I can't do that. Oh, wait. And it bounces back between those two. And then I can stand over here and hopefully actually hit it. That goes down. There we go. Because that's another upgrade slot. That's also a good thing, because now we have 3 open ones. So that opens up a whole bunch of other possibilities as well when it comes to upgrades to try and defeat that annoying boss. Ow! Greedy, 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 greedy! Because I could now equip this one, but that doesn't seem kind of handy. So I'm gonna go to Marla. See if she has 1 or 2 that are slightly more useful. Quick foot, heart capsule. Briefly gives invincibility. I do like this one. I could get this one. If that will be enough, because that would mean I have something attacking the boss at all times while I just run around. Is my idea. We're just gonna try it. I'm gonna try it like once or twice more, and if I can't get it, then I'm sorry, that's not gonna be for today. Ow. My ghosty is doing some nice damage though, so this could actually work. That should work. Oh, let's try this again. Skip. Ow. Whew, but this is gonna work. This is gonna work. We got this. About a 10th left on his health, so we should be able to do this. This is a strategy that works. Just wail on it when I can and have my other little guy wail on it for the rest of the time while I'm dodging and weaving and doing everything I can to not get hit. Ow. That was a bad start, so let's try this again. Skippity skip. Ow! I know I can do it now, so I just want to get this over with. Having been that close, I know I can do it. Oh, frick. Got past halfway again, so should be doable. That was just dumb. I'm dying way too much. Come on, I got this. Little guy and I, we got this. Doing a lot better. Oh. Oh. Yes! Whew. Got it! That's Pebble! Why was Pebble inside of... Pebble? You okay? Oh, yeah, I think so. I was just trying to clean some grime off that pot, and I guess I fell in. I should probably go outside a bit anyways. Being here in the shrine for too long always brings me down. You know, I don't mind being stuck outside the palace most of the time, but I wish I could go inside just once so I could see Pearl again. Wait, I thought you said she was still alive? Is she in the palace? Oh, you don't know? There's something very special inside the palace. It's a mirror made of crystal soul. Any ghost who steps inside the mirror can visit Earth again for just a moment. The living won't be able to see you, but you can at least feel their presence again. And maybe they can feel yours as well. Aww. But I guess it's not really worth thinking about things like that. After all, we're stuck out here forever, so getting to use the crystal mirror is totally impossible. I guess I should just get back to cleaning then. Thanks again for helping me back there. New friend, Pebble! Oh, we have 10 friends to make. I like making friends. Awesome. First boss fight conquered. Air dash. Press RB while in air to air dash. Your dodge roll has been replaced with a much quicker ground dash, and your stamina refill time has been drastically improved. You are invulnerable while dashing. The plaque reads, Dear Pearl, may we see each other again someday. Love, Pebble. Aww. Kinda sad, if you think about it. So, boop. Should get me over thingies now that are more out of reach. Nice. That's a pretty nifty trick. Okay, that's everything that's here, it seems. Nice. Oh! Boss Rush. Boss Rush mode has been unlocked from the main menu. Any boss that has been defeated in-game can be replayed in this mode. This marks the end of the main content for this demo, but there's a lot more to explore if you'd like to keep playing. Please visit wishlist Crypt Custodian on Steam. Oh, I did say that defeating that boss would be the end of the stream. So I'm gonna stick to that. Thank you guys so much for hanging around with me today. I've had a lot of fun showcasing SCHiM, PaperKlay, Dungeons of Hinterberg, and last but not least, Crypt of Custodian. This was the one I thought I was gonna like the least. Even though I loved that store and Tunic. It is a skill level that I usually don't really have. And that tends to frustrate me. I've tried Bloodborne, and I just gave up on it, basically. Because it just was a skill level too high. So Souls-like, sort of, which this is as well, is something that I don't necessarily go for. But the art style really drew me in when I saw it during the last week's showcases again. So I was like, fuck it. There's gonna be a demo. I'm just gonna give it a try, see what it's like. And honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised. All 4 games today have surprised me in one way or another. SCHiM is definitely what I was expecting off of it. Just quite linear, having to jump from shadow to shadow to get to the end, which is fine. It's exactly what I expect from the game, so that makes it good enough. Then PaperKlay also was sort of what I expected, very much reminiscent of things like Little Big Planet. Those are games that I like and enjoy playing, so I don't really mind it all that much. Then we had Dungeons of Hinterberg, which I'm a bit torn about. In one way, I like the idea of the whole game and really do think I will end up trying it at some point. But I would like to see them improve some of the movement in the game, because it's very high speed, and even though, for instance, in Solar Ash, I had no issues with that. Here, it was making me feel a bit queasy, so that's definitely not a positive. But apart from that, it looked really good. The combat will take some getting used to, I think, mostly, and after that, I think it should be fine as well. And then we have Crypt Custodian, the one we finished with. I actually managed to kill one of the bosses, so, well, the only one for the demo. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. And the movement, I was starting to get used to the whole dodging and everything with right button. So I think that if I would have the full game, I would definitely have a lot of fun with it, and could see myself stream this as well. So it's definitely sticking around on my wish list as well. If you want to wishlist it yourself, make sure to go up to its Steam page and wishlist it, so Steam also sees that people are interested in the game, because that really, really helps out the developers, actually. Visibility of their game will go up if enough people wishlist it, making it reach even more people, and especially with indie games who don't always have the necessary funds to go all out with marketing, we as a community can really, really help out the developers, and that's also one of the reasons why I like to showcase indie games on my channel. That being said, I think I'm gonna log off for today. I got a whole bunch more demos installed currently, so I think I'm gonna curate a couple more. I had 2 more written down already, which I will keep for a stream later this week. I think that's gonna be tomorrow. I just need to see how I feel after my talk, after my meeting tomorrow. Because that could be quite draining as well, because it's going to be bringing up a lot of shit from the past couple of years. So I'm going to see how I feel after that. So either tomorrow or Friday, I'll be back at it, streaming some more demos for Steam Next Fest. I'm also trying something new. I've started recording some of the demos, and I will be posting those on YouTube. Not sure yet if I'm going to fully edit them or just, record my full gameplay for it and upload it like that, because 2 of the 3 demos I've already recorded was like 1.5 hours. Not sure if that's going to work on YouTube all that much. I have a feeling shorter content works a lot better lately. And it could be a nice way for myself to learn editing, because I've not really done that ever. But that is something I will definitely post about on my Twitter once I have decided and have uploaded something, so make sure to give me a follow on there. Follow me on here on Twitch if you want to be notified when I go live again. I'm hoping next couple of weeks my life starts to calm down a bit again, and I can start with a regular schedule again, because that would be nice. I still have a couple of games I want to finish on stream with you guys, like Haunty and Crypt. 18th of July, I believe it was, SCHiM is coming out, and I really want to stream that one as well, so you guys can look forward to that one. So yeah, with that being said, stay safe out there, take good care of yourself, and hopefully see you guys next time. Bye bye.